Here I'm going to be showing you how to use the Whipfinish tool. The Whipfinish tool is a tool used to tie off the fly and end it and tie a knot at the head. That way it doesn't come unraveled. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to grip the Whipfinish tool. You can see this tool here likes to spin on you. So the first thing you're going to do is, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to hold the tool in my right hand and it's going to face to my left, and I'm going to pinch the little ball right here so it doesn't move. It's locked in place. Now I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to draw it towards me with my bobbin. I'm going to take the tool and I'm just going to splat it down on the thread and hook it in at the top. I'm splatting from top to bottom. And once I have it hooked in at the top and I have it splatted on my thread, I'm going to take my bobbin and I'm going to lift up. And what I'm doing is I'm hooking the thread around the back end of the Whipfinish tool. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let go of the Whipfinish tool, at least the ball that I'm pinching onto, and let it spin freely. And what's going to happen is it's going to spin just like so. It's going to spin upwards. And I'm still holding, not tight with my thread and my bobbin, but I'm holding it taut so it doesn't come undone and unraveled. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push the Whipfinish tool to my right, just like so. And you can see the piece of thread right here that's attached to the hook is straight up and down. You always want to keep that piece of thread perpendicular to the hook, which is straight up and down. What you don't want is for it to be at angles like this. That way, if you do have it like that, this thread can slip off the back of the bobbin just like so. So what you want to do is you want to keep that thread perpendicular, straight up and down, and that will always keep the thread on the Whipfinish tool. Now my left hand, my bobbin, what I've done is I've just kind of taken it here and I've held it near the vise, and that's where it's going to stay from here on out until we're almost finished. It's just going to stay right here at the vise. I don't want to move it, push it up or down. It's just going to stay right on top of the vise. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the bite, and the bite is basically when the thread intersects with my bobbin. You can see how I have that little X I just formed. Now what you can do is you can take that X and you can open it and close it by pulling the tool and the bobbin away from each other. And when I pull, I take that bite and I put it right down onto the fly. Now once I have that bite onto the fly, all I have to do is I take the tool and I just wrap the tool around the fly. And if I need more thread, I just pull on the tool and let up with my bobbin. Now when I'm finished, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tool and I'm going to push it from right to left, to my left. And basically what happened was the thread popped off of the back part of the tool here. And then I just take my bobbin with my left hand, my thread, and I pull on it, and it's going to close that loop. And then I just slide the thread out of the tip of the Whipfinish tool. So we'll do this once more. I take the tool, I pinch it, the tool is going to face to the left, I splat it down on my thread, hook in the tip, and I lift straight up with my thread and my bobbin to hook it around the back of the Whipfinisher. Now I'm going to let go of the ball on the Whipfinish tool and let it just naturally spin. Now I'm going to take the Whipfinish tool, I'm going to push it to my right, and I'm going to create the bite by lifting up with the tool, and I keep the thread in my left hand right on top of the vise. Create the bite, place it down onto the hook, spin around the hook. Now how many times you spin is kind of personal preference. I usually spin 3 to 4 times on small flies, 4 to 5 times on a large fly. Now to release the Whipfinisher, you simply just take the Whipfinisher and push forward so the back end just pops out. Close it with your thread and your bobbin by pulling, and then pull the tip of the tool out. And that's all there is to the Whipfinish. It's fairly difficult to probably watch on video, but follow those steps, practice, and you'll get it in no time.